The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal on the Seahawks 1-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
He can run for it, and he will. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
7-yard line.
Let's put that team on the bus. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Alert. 58 to Mike, 58.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Go.
Now it's Carson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Chris Carson.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 29-yard line.
58, come on. 58.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bills' 8-yard line.
Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Tempo.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore there to make the grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Bills 14, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Allen's pass pass.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson, rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making.
Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 53 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he will.